Right, that was the end of the podcast.
That good?
Yeah, it's really good. You've got a really nice speaking voice.
I
I'll put a
appreciate
little
it.
put a little bit of bass on there, and it'll give you a bit of bottom.
Do you know, it's funny you say that. I've taken so many vocal lessons because I used to have, I have like ulcers on my vocal cords that I've been trying to get rid of for
Okay.
like a year and a half. So I've taken so many speaking lessons. It's unreal. So that's funny that you say that.
Oh, so it's paid off. I might even use this
Mhm.
bit actually in the interview.
Oh,
Speaking
please.
lessons, yeah, because it's also quite important. But
Use whatever
yeah,
you want.
great stuff. Yeah, thanks very, very much. And
No, I appreciate
I
it.
really would check out the your band Sucks at Business. I might even ask them to interview you.
Oh, please. Like I said, any sort of press or publicity, like I
Yeah.
can get in front of people, like
Yeah.
you never know what's going to be that one thing that makes a difference. So I'm open to anything.
Yeah, I mean, more because it's specifically about how to run your band as a business, and I think you're a great example of somebody who's approached the the business of making music,
Yeah.
artistically, but also from a business perspective, and structured it, and you've immediately hit the ground running, and
Yeah.
I was really amazed. I think that's really impressed by
Oh, thank you.
how
Appreciate it.
fast you've built a following up,
Yeah, appreciate
and
it.
I
Thank
think
you.
a
And
lot of people could learn from that.
yeah, I would
It's
love to talk to that. That would be great. So
yeah. I'll put him in touch with you. Yeah, I put myself out there, and I just got in touch with the guys that run the
oh, really?
podcast. Yeah,
Oh,
just reached
sweet.
out to them, and they're really
Well, I
cool
mean, you're doing
guys.
the same thing. You're trying to build a business with this podcast and stuff too.
Yeah,
And I mean, the people, this type of podcast is exactly what I used to love, which is
yeah,
getting an artist to talk about something that I love for
yeah,
45 minutes. It's just like
yeah.
there's such an audience for that. So
Yeah, and I mean, I know. I mean, it's funny you're saying about the genres of your music. I mean, our music is really it doesn't really fit in the singer-songwriter.
hmm
It's kind of more, we're a bit of old rockers, but we don't want to
hmm
play with a full band because Ron's got tinnitus.
oh, geez, that's got to be brutal.
So that's why we keep it acoustic. But most of our stuff we write with, bass and drums and in the
Right.
background. But so it's kind of a bit of an eclectic sound, and it doesn't appeal to everybody.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I always say that if everybody likes your music, that you're doing something wrong.
yeah,
Like I like it when like half the people don't like my music
yeah.
because that means the other half really like it.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. And when I put stuff on Submit Hub, somebody say, "Yeah, great, I love this sort of old school shit." And the next one will say, "Hate the lyrics, hate the voice." I'm like,
Yeah,
huh?
that's life. Yeah,
As a
I
life,
know.
it's like you just you just have to take it because some people will
hmm
hate what you're doing. But I think there is an audience out there, and that's what we're trying to do. And actually, it's because I've been listening to that show that I've
hmm
started to approach what we're doing musically. I mean, we've been playing for about 4 years, but really it's only
Yeah,
been the last month or two that we really started thinking about. We want
changing.
to put out tracks every 6 weeks and videos and stuff, and really try and build some
Right.
traction.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
And I'll tell you, your interview is like very good too. Like it's so funny when I see people, especially who just start, like they're just as nervous as I am or something, but you're very natural at the whole podcasting thing. It's a pleasure to interview with.
no, thank you very much. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm quite a lot older than you. I've got a lot of experience in in business and also in interviewing people.
Yeah.
Um, and running meetings and stuff like that. So there's a lot of skills that you can bring to doing a
Right.
podcast.
Right.
Like if I hear you say something, I think, oh, that's good. I can channel in onto that, or turning the discussion around, or saying, okay, finishing things off in a natural way,
Right.
not cutting you
Yeah.
off, but okay, and then moving you straight on to the next thing, and that's something you learn. But thank you very much for the
Yeah, of
compliment.
course. Yeah, you
You should
guys
have
are
heard the
great.
first
And
one.
I know that's like I was like sitting here. I'm like, maybe it's a good thing I wasn't the first one. It's let you get like your sea legs and it's
It
all
wasn't
good.
so bad. but I think I cut out about 50 ers out of that podcast.
I didn't hear you say once, so I think we're good.
I definitely stopped myself saying I'm very conscious of the fact that it sounds unprofessional or rather like amateurish. You know, it's somebody doesn't really know what they're doing, and I think just to slow your voice down, to slow your questioning, bring your speech actually into line with your thought, because my mind's going like this,
right,
and my voice is trying to keep up, and if I do that, then I mismatch the voice and what's going on in my head.
Completely.
So if I sort of slow my voice down a little bit and start to think a bit more at the pace that my voice is going, then it's very much easier to avoid saying
Yeah, that
and
makes sense.
I remember listening to a politician who I don't actually like very much in the Netherlands, and I recognized that the thing he did not say a single time, I can't remember him saying it a single time, and I thought it was so amazing. He did not say a single time in the whole interview, and I thought that is amazing because it makes him sound much more convincing. Even though I don't agree with him, I don't even like him, but it just sounded so convincing, and I think confident and well thought out. And I think that's what I want to try and present as well.
Yeah, no, it was great. I loved it. And I was gonna say, you guys should send me an address. We're getting our EP pressed to vinyl.
Okay, cool.
I want to ship you guys one since you are so kind to innovating. So,
well, you can ship it to me, but I haven't got anything to play it on. But I would.
That's fine. Just to have the artwork.
I'll stick it over there on my wall, behind underneath my guitars. Yeah, perfect. That would be really cool. I mean, that would be really amazing.
We have a lot of really cool like artwork and stuff, so I think people will like the vinyl just to have it. So definitely, I would love to get you guys one.
But absolutely, I really appreciate it. I mean, I know it's quite a lot of money to send things over from the States, so
don't worry about it.
But
we're flush with cash.
You're flush. I
wish. No, it's been an expensive couple months, but it's good. So it's worth it. So.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, you look so much like Tom Cruise.
Oh, hey, that should make it in the podcast.
Yeah, podcast. Can I ask you? I'll ask you that question. Hold on.
Okay.
Because I have that one of the questions on my list.
Yeah.
Is, have you ever been told you look like someone famous, and who was it?
That is not something that I ever get. No one ever tells me I look like anybody. I would appreciate it if people told me more that I look like a celebrity.
I mean, I'm sitting looking at this guy, and he just looks like Tom Cruise out of Top Gun.
That's perfect. That's exactly what I need to hear.
You know, I mean, you are going to be so famous.
Thank you.
You've got the sound, you've got the looks. I mean, you're just going to make it, man.
It just wasn't natural. It was all a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
A lot of hair gel.
Well, it's paying off.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, Michael, it was lovely speaking to you.
Yeah, you too as well. And get me an address whenever, and hopefully we'll talk soon, okay?
Okay, great. Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Bernard.
Okay, bye.
Take care.